is on Lagos. Now, and they are talking about one Nigeria. Is that supposed to be so? Because the reason why I'm saying, I'm not supposed to be saying this, but the reason why I'm saying this is to just to highlight it to our people so that they will see exactly what is going on. Because trust me, I have so many other things to say, but I think we need to make our people to understand that there is nothing that hold us together with these people. There is absolutely nothing. We are not gaining anything from this contraption. That is the reason why I am bringing this to the light. Please.
I am sorry to interrupt you. I couldn't wait because I am very much upset with what is going on. That is why because sometimes let me explain this to our people. Okay, go and listen. If we are in doubt, listen to Alhaji and Kunle. You listen to what they said. Alhaji and Kunle, when they were talking and exchanging views, evil views and plans they have for Igbos, Alhaji said that because they want what is playing out now is to see how they can divide the attention of the Oduduwas. That's what they're trying to do. That is exactly what they're trying to do. They want to divide the attention of Oduduwas to drop the agitation that they will give Lagos State a special status. You heard Alhaji saying it.
Yes.
That Lagos State will be given a special status. Haven't you listened to that, Mazi? You have.
Of course, I've listened to it so many times.
So that is the same language was used yesterday. The same language, that special status was used yesterday. And I want to submit to us that if you are basing your agitation on developing your particular place where you are, maybe the architecture or structures, and they are not looking at the empowerment, devolution of power, regional government, or possibly in disintegration, you must be joking. Listen, I want us. Maybe another platform will play that clip, but it is very pivotal that I paraphrase. I'm not going to do plagiarism and quote somebody without mentioning his name. This is the clip I sent to you, was the live recorded clip from this particular man in Biafran. We address as a basically as Ubo. When I look at him talking in that clip, he was making sense. The same Ezi Ubo do that thing in that time is not the same as Ubo now Fukita. It's not the same. The same man that was speaking in that clip that is presently talking today. Something has gone wrong. This is Nigeria for you. This man said in 1988 or 87, somewhere there, he traveled to so many countries, even Arab Emirates. He said, I saw tiny road there. I did not see anything. He said he went to Hajj, in Saudi Arabia. He didn't see much there. So later, few years later, he went again. And he saw something that looks like heaven that came down, heaven on earth. Are you listening carefully, Mazi and Biafrans and friends of Biafrans? He said he went there and saw something that is very, very, like so undescribable. He said it. And it was like heaven came down on earth. Come and see latest technology. Come and see powerful road network. Come and see infrastructures. I can submit to anyone listening to me. I have been in that area. I once traveled to the first time I visited Dubai was, I think it should be 1995 or 1996. Soon after the fall of apartheid in South Africa, I began to move around to go and thank all the comrades that helped me out during those days and to discuss with them. Some of them, people he has been to Russia. He trained in Russia, and some of us have training in different countries. So when they are talking about IPOB and people running there, that they are miscreants and they are referrals, I look at these people as idiots that can be taken out without them knowing how they're going to go down. We are just following our leader and following him systematically. So what this Azera Dokubo was saying was that this thing has nothing to do with religion. He said that the people running the affairs of Nigeria, they are very heartless, wicked people. These men and women are very heartless, demonic, Luciferian, wicked men and women that need to be shot dead. He said it. I am not practicing plagiarism. I am referencing Mazi Asare Dokubo. He can live in denial for 1,000 years, but the truth remains the same. The truth remains true. He said each time he goes there, when I flew an Arab Emirate airline in those days, my dear, I haven't seen any kind of gadget in that aircraft in any other even Air France doesn't have it. KLM doesn't have it. British Airways doesn't have this. The kind of sophisticated gadget that I saw in Emirates, talk less of Etihad. When I landed in Dubai, as at that time, there is never no airport in Europe, in Western Europe, that have such network, such infrastructures at their airport. If you see miles of conveyor, you don't need to walk. You stand there, the conveyor will convey you to where you are going. You just stand there, the thing will be taking you to where you are going. You only be reading signs to the gate where you are going. I saw it in the 90s. I was a little boy. Rugged, I saw it. Then I went to Pakistan. I landed with PIA at Islamabad. Pakistan was like, that time it was nothing all that, but was beautiful. Pakistan was beautiful. And when I was in Karachi. From Karachi I went to Islamabad. From Islamabad I went to Sialkot. From Sialkot I went to Lahore. And I went to Gujarat, where Apostle Thomas died. I was there. That time it was India. I had families there. These are morons, idiots in Nigeria. When they are talking that, when South Africa welcomed them, I welcomed their diplomats. I welcomed, that time I thought these people are human beings. I welcomed Nigerian diplomats in South Africa. They came. James Ofo was the first acting ambassador before Shehu Malami came there. I've said it many times on this holy platform. We don't lie. I don't peddle lies. What these men are doing was to be sleeping with women. Some of them died of HIV. As you saw, the one that is just trending now on social media, a diplomat in Berlin. If you don't come, if you want to go and renew your passport, you have to agree to sleep with them, give them sex before they can renew your passport. These are your diplomats, Nigerian diplomats. So Mazi Asare Dokubo said that this has nothing to do with religion. Now that time he was talking sense. It is not religion because Pakistanis are Muslims. Majority are Muslims. If you go to capital of Islam is Saudi Arabia, where Muhammad Buhari was buried. If you go to Dubai, to Saudi Arabia, rather, you will see latest technology. These people live in the desert and they converted desert to become paradise. It has nothing to do with religion. People, it has nothing, Nigerians, this has nothing to do with religion. It has to do with sheer wickedness, tribalism, nepotism, segregation, hatred, personal hatred to one another in Nigeria. I have a message, my brother, for the current issue going on in America today. Because these things, you people don't know why you will be suffering, but you don't know that you are under God's chastisement. You might be the president of America. We love Donald Trump, President Donald Trump. We love him, very honest man. But we have to call a spade a spade. All the time he had opportunity, he saw what was going on in Nigeria, in the contraction called Nigeria. He will only say something because he's working according to the programs, some morons that are looting Nigerian wealth. I know someone there in his team that gives him intelligence. His name is Roger Stone. Roger Stone has been working with Nigerian corrupt government, and he will never want to discuss anything about the current crisis going on in Nigeria. There are many who work for that White House. I know them. And they will say, do not talk about it. There will be population, there will be explosion of migration, and this and that. He bought that thing and kept quiet. Corruption was eating Nigeria up. And the electoral process in Nigeria was so corrupted that you can't imagine. So, you know what God said? God said, I will give you a piece of pie. I will give you a piece of that pie. And that is the pie you see him eating in White House today. If they don't want to let Biafra go, they will be fighting each other in America. Iran is close to be fully enriching their uranium. It was given to them by former President Barack Obama. The former to go and get it. I have first-hand intelligence on what I'm talking about. And this man refuses to hit his enemies where they are. Mr. President Donald Trump was pampering his enemies, saying, I will come to the second term. When I come there, I will see what I can do. And they said, we will not let you come to the second term. So America will be fighting each other. China already gave Iran the capability to enrich their uranium. Obama played that in during his time. Even President Bill Clinton supported them during that time. Even China, to get accurate missile precision, he gave them that technology. Bill Clinton did it. He never knew. For whatever reason, I do not know. And now what Chinese did was to give the world corona. The world will depend on Chinese mask. The world will depend on Chinese shield. The world will depend on Chinese apron. If not for President Donald Trump, the world would have gone to order vaccine from China, which Nigeria did without even verification. See where this thing is going. And Elohim said, I will give you the piece of the pie that you allow. You stand down there in White House. You saw that the person who came to you is never the real person that they said that is ruling that country. You entertain a decoy, believing that he is the president, which you know, intelligence provided was given to you that man is never President Buhari, and you are an upright man. Elohim said, I will give you a piece of that pie, you will eat it. You see how even in the presence of overwhelming evidence that Donald Trump won the election, the media is now giving the other person, whenever he comes out, you will see a man with three people like Shikin. There is no person, nobody in his rallies, nobody in his march, nobody in his campaign. Everybody saw it, and they gave they are about to hand power over to the person that never won the election. Obama so much brought corruption to United States of America. I am not against black man, but there is something that is fundamentally wrong with black race. This is what is wrong is evil, and the love of evil and the love of corruption. Anywhere they touch something, especially the blacks in Africa. I don't want to talk on black. I'm a black man. I sound like a black man. Of course, you don't need to doubt about that. But when I look around and see what is going on, They want to play, they want to be politically correct. And China equipped Iran to enrich their uranium because China cannot strike America first. There is a contention going on. So Iran can do it. So all of a sudden, it dawned on them that, wait a minute, we are about to be taken out. They are now telling Donald Trump, what can we do now? Because he saw how he did handle the case of North Korea. That man stopped testing missiles anyhow. And this Iran is not going to test their own just to go and test it on a desert or on the Strait of Hormuz. No, they're going to use it first. And guess where they're going to hit first? They will hit the state of Israel and they will hit America simultaneously. And when America will want to retaliate, China, the main monster, will come out. This is Third World War in the making. That's what we're seeing. So when Asare Dokubo was saying that the mind of a black man is evil, Asare Dokubo that was talking that time is the real Eddie Abali that I know. Is a real upright freedom fighter that I know. That is Asare Dokubo of the time he was making this clip. I think when Chibike was the governor, Chibike was the governor of River State. Asare Dokubo was in his right mind. But when this little Hitler came, Asare Dokubo lost his sanity. I don't talk about people's religion. I will tell you. Christianity, Islam, and Judaism came from one family. All this religion began from Middle East. They have one parents, Abraham. Abraham begat Ishmael. If you look at the history, Abraham begat Ishmael and later begat Isaac. From Ishmael, Islam spread to the world. From Isaac, Judaism and Christianity began to spread. So when you bring these people together, you will find out that these are blood brothers. They are blood brothers. Under normal circumstances, they shouldn't kill themselves. But because of the way as time goes on, they begin to twist the doctrine, they begin to twist it, and it will suit their wickedness. I want to conclude by saying this. Look at Malaysia. Malaysia is an Islamic country. And if you go to Malaysia, you will see civilization in naked civilization looking at you. You will see that Malaysia is not a third world. If you go to Singapore is a secular state, so to say. Okay? But if you go there, they were together before. If you go there, you will see civilization, advanced civilization looking at you. You will see that these people, it doesn't matter which religion, it matters the people running the show there. You will see how they are. If you go to Saudi Arabia, the Saudi woman or women does not go to work, to labor. They pay them while they are at home looking after their children. The only thing they forbid is to see the woman sleeping around or messing around or dressing inappropriately. When you see a Saudi woman, a wife, you will begin to get hungry for a wife. This is a fact. If you go to Pakistan, if you see Pakistani women, how they dress, I mean the Muslim women, you will begin to get hungry to have a wife. That this one, regardless of what people talk about them, they are Muslims, but they want civilization. When I went to Pakistan, at least the time I visited there, the current Prime Minister of Pakistan was a cricketer. I met him in South Africa, Imran Khan. Imran Khan was a cricketer at that time. He was a young man. I also met the family of Benazir Bhutto, the one they assassinated. A beautiful woman, indeed. I was in that field where they are playing. I used to go and play football with Pakistanis in that Rawalpindi stadium. I can tell you, I will close my eyes and describe those countries for you. I used to play games with them. There is nothing like Muslim. They don't ask you. They know that you are a football. When I come to play football, every day we even call all their mates. Come, that Kalaman means a black man. Kalaman wants to come. He is coming to play, they like a good footballer. I will dribble them and make fun of them. That is what they love so much. They love sports. They love cricket. And these Nigerian Muslims are so wicked that these people, we hate themselves that they will watch their people dying. They won't have any pity, no compassion at all. And he will go and into the mosque and be preaching Islamism for you, telling you should give sadaqah, but they don't give Almajiri education. These people are heartless. They deserve to die, all of them. When Akere Dokubo was talking, I said, this is the Edi Abali that I know. What has happened to him? What has happened to Akere Dokubo that I know? What has gone wrong with his mind? He was talking and he was right on point. He even said that those men and women should be assassinated, should be shot. Akere Dokubo said it. And they saw where he was heading to. They began to pump him with a lot of things. All of a sudden, Akere Dokubo fattened up. And the fat blocked his sense of reasoning, that he can't reason anymore. I have nothing against that man, but I have something against his principle, that the man doesn't have principle. He does not have moral stand. Akere Dokubo cannot convince me that he will stand for one particular thing and stand there for a very long time. He's going to change goalpost. What the difference between all these people with our leader is that our leader is upright to the core. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is upright to the core. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tells you yes, dead or not dead, alive, in the dark and in the light, that yes is yes. Or under gunpoint, that yes is yes. Take every money out of him. Say, I will starve you to death. He will remain standing and be telling you yes. Lock him up in prison. He will tell you are a madman, that you can't jail him. You can't jail him. He was saying it. And we were looking at it. That was the only evangelism that man did that caught my attention. Because I have similar feelings, similar character with that man. That is why I am not a billionaire, I'm not a millionaire. But God Elohim is feeding me, taking care of me. You see what is going on. The difference, because Asara said it. He said, it has nothing to do with Islam. It has to do with wickedness. Nigeria is playing. Nigeria as a contraption is very wicked. Nigeria means death. Nigeria means death to you, your children. The only way out is to stand up and dismantle Nigeria. All these people running that show, they deserve to die. From the Igbo extraction first, from the northern extraction, from the west Yoruba extraction, all of them should be taken out. That is when Nigeria will be sanitized. If there is a new name, we go for a new name. If B, our leader said, he will be standing and fighting for Biafra and supporting other regions to have their freedom. If we decide, peradventure, we should come together. Those that are being marginalized or persecuted come to form alliance, but we will maintain our names. So be it. It is not about resource control. We can do without the resources on the ground. I can give you instances of many countries that does not even have, they don't even have what you call it. They don't have Vaseline under their ground. Talk less of crude oil. They don't have anything, but they are still, many of our people are dying through the Mediterranean Sea to get there. Italy doesn't have crude oil. I stand to be corrected. But these people that died just last week, trying to cross Mediterranean Sea, not knowing that the same Western people went and buried submarine under that sea to shoot every migrant boat, to sink it. That is what they're doing. They will do it and come in the public and say, oh, we condemn what happened. They are shooting them down with submarine. And these so-called Nigerian leaders are looking at their people dying in the Mediterranean Sea, in the desert of Arabia, and still they tell you they will arrest all the NSAS protesters, they will jail them, they will do this, they will do that. Nigerian youth, if you sit down and watch them, they will kill you. Before they do that, rise up and kill those men and women. Don't destroy hospitals. Don't destroy banks. Don't destroy any private infrastructures. But go for government infrastructures, all their policemen, all their military that said that Nigeria will remain. These are your enemies. Do not spare them. Do not spare them. If you don't do it, they will do it. If you don't go for them, they are coming for you.
All right, thank you very, very much. While you were saying things, I was listening and I was thinking also. You said that this man was saying a lot of things that he used to be, who he is. That was back then, but now he is quite a different person. And you also say he is a freedom fighter, but I don't think so. Our leader said something. He said, if you are a freedom fighter and you are living in that country where you are fighting those that are oppressing you and your people, it's either you are in the grave.
That's correct.
And according to what I can say, even he himself with interview that he had, he said so many, sometimes he will come out and tell you that they give him so amount of money. I don't need anybody to tell me that money has changed hand. That is the reason why he has fattened up, like you said. That is the reason why he has blows. Let me just leave it there. That is exactly what it is. When money change hand, the brain of the person go to the other person that give money to them. As long as you take money from them, they will take your person, they will take your that thing that makes you human being, they will take it away from you and give you money. And that is the reason why the people in Zoological Republic of Nigeria, that is the reason why they don't know their left from their right. That is exactly what is happening in that contraption. But our leader is curing them. Our leader is curing them, but they will come out and say to you that our leader is so harsh. Our leader is this. He is not respecting anybody. He is lousy. This one, it doesn't matter. But our leader is curing you. Our leader is curing you. This next one that I want to ask you, the reason why I said our leader is curing them is, in all that we are going through, these people, they are now thinking like we are thinking. In all that is going on in the killings, they are relentless in what they are asking for. In all that is going on with the killings and everything, they still stand, and their stand was they need their freedom, which will lead me to ask you this question. Actually, our leader was the one that posted this. He said, next Yoruba Nation peaceful rally will be first week of December 2020 in front of our Royal Father Palace in Southwest, Kogi State, Ekiti State, Ondo State, Kwara State, Osun State, Oyo State, Ogun State, Lagos State. Now, Mazi, my question is, why is it that I thought that these people are supposed to be Yoruba people, they are not Biafra? I thought they are supposed to be so-called one Nigeria, but now they are thinking like we are thinking. They have realized that Nigeria is not for them. They have realized that Nigeria is not what it's supposed to be. They have realized that Nigeria is killing their people. They have realized that Nigeria is made of terrorists. Mazi, do you have anything to say about this?
Yes, it is just my brother. It's evidently clear that anyone that is looking at how Nigeria is fragmented, you will notice that Nigeria is never and has never been a country. Nigeria is a business enclave owned by the British, and the group running it is just. Sometimes I don't know how to talk to our people, how they can understand it. Is it because we are not like the zoo. We come dressing flamboyant. We go and get airtime in one of the mainstream media with fat belly. We are now talking. No, and they will be listening to the idiot fattened up, and he will be lying to them with the agbada and babariga and their cap on their heads without any knowledge of what they are talking about. Nigeria is so corrupt that even a dead man is feeling it. The dead person in the graveyard, they are feeling it. Nobody comes to give them flowers anymore. The spirit have seen it. Oponye liji for Ochobati Organ. The living are not even eating, talk less of sending flowers to the grave and going to beautify the tombstone. Go to many countries, you will see them. Every weekend they will drive to go and give their father or their mother or their uncle flowers and candle, and they will go and clean up the grass growing at the tomb side of their beloved ones that passed. Nigeria doesn't have that. They actually eat up the dead one even. Nke nwụrụ anwụ ahụọ ya na n'ọkụ life. Taa ya.
God Almighty, have mercy.
Are you getting what I'm saying? Nothing like befitting burial. The burial is their stomach. They bury even a dead person in their stomach. They eat the person alive. This thing happened in where? In Oyo, in Ibadan, right?
Ibadan, yes.
In Oyo State.
Ibadan, yes.
We hear it loud and clear. If they were roasting the man, barbecue. South Africa, we call it bride, human bride. They will be barbecuing a human being, police officer, whom they didn't know what he did with his body, where he slept, whom he slept with, and they didn't know if he has diseases. There are some diseases that even fire will not kill the virus and bacteria. They will survive in any heat. These guys will roast this person alive. I am not talking of Mazobino, please. You will help me show them. I'm not making it up, because many comrades down there in South Africa will be listening. The government officials will be listening. They will say, did this thing really happen? Facebook is trying to suppress that information, but it is there. It is on Facebook.
It's so true.
It is not doctored video. It is an accurate video, and they will be eating it. So if they can eat that person alive, they burned this man alive, and they ate him, roasted him, and ate him live. People, and they were recorded when they were sharing human meat. So these guys are cannibals. To the level that they have turned Nigerians into, the youth, they turned them into cannibals. And you are telling me that Nigeria, it has nepotism. Every state is feeling the same heat. Our people, Biafrans, first of all, saw it, because since 1970 till this very present time, during the war, what am I saying? Since 1945, they have been killing Biafrans in that contraption. They call the amalgamation, Southern Protectorate or Eastern Protectorate or not. They have been killing our people. They killed our people in 45. They killed our people from 67 to 70. From 70, they have been killing our people. The problem is that our people are too quick to go and make money. We love entertainment more than freedom. You want to go and get the money. Let's end this struggle. Even, let me say this, Maazio Bilo, probably you didn't know. On Sunday, I launched my unit. Don't get me wrong. Nobody should misunderstand me. The unit is not called Umueburu. I only launched the unit called Umuegenti. All I do is to listen, and my team will be listening to every conversation going on online. I launched that unit, Umuegenti unit. So a lady was broadcasting on Sunday, and all of a sudden, look, I sent you, I am your comrade. I sent you a clip. I demonstrated something right now. I sent you a clip, regardless of the fact that I am your comrade, and I am on the same page with you. But you did not play that clip immediately on your platform. You said, I listened to it halfway. I will finish it first. You see how a true journalist should do it. This lady, somebody sent her clip. She said she never listened to this clip. Before she played the clip, she said she never listened to it, but she will play it. But I did not believe her. So she played that clip. When the person was talking, he was talking and talking and talking. I entered the page of our leader on his side saying, he's fighting this thing. People are dying. There is a way to do it. Then I woke up immediately and checked the number on her page. I have the clip. I saved it. Then I called this sister in London. She picked up that call. I said, great. And I began to educate her. I said, you said that you didn't play that, you did not play that clip before you air it in your program, right? She said, yes, I didn't. I said, listen to me, my dear. I believe you. It's an ironical statement that I made. Because we on live, I'm not going to go and host argument with a woman. Otherwise, they start seeing me as somebody who is being hostile. Ipob, they have come again. Nobody will talk about our leader, blah, blah, blah. I said, listen, my dear sister. Don't destroy your platform. Anyone that sent you to be doing this, you are Biafran in diaspora, right? Okay, I agree with you. That's why I called. But do not ever you play any clip that you never listen to. Supposing they sent you pornographic content and you played it live without listening, and you have blown your platform. Don't you know that somebody can close pornographic content and send to you? That you have to verify what you're going to air, so you can see that she was lying. Or something else that may not be related to what you are doing. That means you listen to it, and they will use a Biafran name to come on air, and they will use that Biafran name. You will think, oh yeah, she's talking about Biafra. I don't judge her, but I'm using my intelligence as Onyumu Egente to analyze what she was doing. Then I told her I am from Umu Egente. In case my name is not, I'm not from Umu Eburum or Umu Dike. No, I'm from Umu Egente. We are harmless. All we do is to listen to you. So when I began, she started saying, yes, it's there. It's on. I sent it to one of our principal officers back home to listen. I said, go to the last part of it and listen. This is what our Biafrans are doing. Sometimes I said most of the politicians, we pay them money, they will start something and say that Biafran in diaspora. You will go there, check up, jump inside and say, you don't know that they have a different agenda entirely, completely. So I'm not deviating from your question. All the states that you mentioned are feeling the heat. The northerners, the ones that are not benefiting from the corrupt system, they are feeling the heat. So they are coming out to say they are not satisfied with this regime, with these things going on. That this thing they call Nigeria must end. Nigeria is never a country. Nigeria is a contraption, is a business enclave that the British are running. The latest one, they relinquish Nigeria to handle their affairs is a young man. That guy is not up to 40, 50 years. We all witnessed the wedding of the mother and father 1982. Some of us as little kids, we saw their wedding. That is the guy running that affairs. All that guy knows is to kill people. After a prophet say, we speak in the book of Revelation, he will say, let he who have ear hear what the Spirit is saying to the church. So you can now see what they know is because they don't consider you a black person as a human being. They consider you as a low grade of human species that lacks the ability to reason. In that clip, Aseret Okubo said the black race are millions miles light away behind. He is correct. The Aseret that talked that at that time is not the Aseret that is existing now, because his existing is not living. Aseret Okubo is existing, is not living. Chibika Amechi existing, is not living. So this Igbo man will say, I am Ikwere person. I speak Igbo. My name is Nyesom. Nyesom means give only me. That is his name. Give only me. Only Nyesom. Nyesom Wike. And the other one Abacha hanged, we were, as our leader rightly correct the issue of Ken Saro-Wiwa rejected by a woman that he asked, excuse me, dance. I heard that story from somebody from his place in South Africa during the time I was carrying coffin to go and give Nigerian government, protesting against the death sentence they want to hang on Ken Saro-Wiwa. I rejected it, I refused. And the guy told me, he said, this man hated Igbos. A woman told him, rejected him. You know, if you look at Ken Saro-Wiwa with his teeth and his structure, he was an ugly looking man when he was younger. He wasn't looking good. The lady didn't reject Ken Saro-Wiwa because he's an Ijoman. He rejected him because his composition, the way his posture wasn't appealing to the woman. I have seen a woman, I have a relative who rejected every Igbo man that came to her and married a Fulani guy. I am telling you, it's my relative. Every Igbo man, even from a royal family, came. She rejected. My sister was my sister, when she was younger, she was very beautiful. She is tall. Ofunna rejected the son of a king of Omaru and said yes to Fulani man, a military guy. And she didn't make that decision based on that girl or the tribe. She made the decision on what is appealing to her. So I have met some women, white women, that said, I cannot marry a white man. I said, what? Why? He said, no, white man doesn't appeal her. I have met some women that say, I cannot stand a black man. I cannot marry a black man. Even I will not give a black man show. They are women. So Ken Saro-Wiwa got it all wrong. A woman can reject you based either your body odor, your mouth odor, your way of speaking, your mannerism, your posture, how you walk, how you behave, how you reason. Women are complex. If you understand women, you will understand God very well. A woman will God said, Jacob I love, Esau I hated. Now these people were not born yet too. They were not men yet. He said, Jacob I love, Esau I hated. Cain is a very wicked man. He killed Abel. I love Abel, I rejected Cain. But they were giving the same offering. All depends the content of the offering, the mindset that you are using. That is God has. If you understand, in fact, if you understand a woman, you will understand Elohim. Elohim created everything and went and displayed himself in a woman. If you doubt me, contact me after the program, I will educate you. If a woman can say yes to you, you are a poor man. You don't have anything. And a rich man is coming with wealth and everything. A woman will say to a rich man, you disgust me. Oji Rolls Royce bia. Oji Lamborghini bia. She will tell you, I hate that guy. They haven't done nothing. And the other one that is coming, that dressing rugged and everything, he said, that is the man after my heart. As Elohim said, I hate Saul, but I love David. If you compare Saul and David, who killed people most? David massacred people most. Saul only did one slightest killing. But David knows how to talk to God, and knows how to liaise with God, and know how to sing praises to God. As you sing praises to a woman, she will give you her last anything. Let me not go digress, but I am sure just showing you who God is. If you want to understand God, just go abandon all these things you are doing, go and study a woman or women. If you know how women behaves, you have captured God. You can ask anything from God and God will give. God will give it to you. Are we not surprised how women came out full force for our leader, great leader Mazen Namdekan? Are you not seeing it? That this man will come on air. A woman will come say, oh my God, I'm emotional. I don't know what to say now. I've some men will say, I don't like the way that man talks. In Ahiara, and when he heard the man who is
of course.
And when the thing not carry, the Bubagu de Shagu, Agu Puta, Mbada, that's how the man is. So you will sit down there and die with your envy, jealousy, and fat belly. This man will come out. I have seen him live. I am not talking of somebody that I don't know. I have given him protection. I saw how women, in fact, let me say this. My own woman said to me, Biko, just give me one day, let me go and meet our leader. Can you leave me? I love that man. I said, you carry go. carry go. I'm not jealous. You are honest. He said, I love that man. If I hear his voice, I am finished. Why you my own woman? Natuko. He said, I'm a busy man for real. For real. So you don't understand this. Did many things and killed Goliath. Women abandoned Saul and began to write songs for David. Are you not seeing it? Women quickly. Moses came out, crossed them from slavery to the promised land. They were just in desert. Marian wrote song and was praising with women and timbre. They were singing praises for Moses and Elohim. We already have they want the real man. Women want the real man. Not those who will come on air and be shouting and shouting. Tomorrow he will write letter of resignation. I appreciate what is going on, but I am a Biafran. I am a Biafran. I will not be in Biafra, but not under the leadership of Masin Nandekan. You fool. Now one day, go ahead, carry go. I'm done.
Mazi, thank you very much. Thank you very much. You know, Biafra, our leaders say that on this platform is where we worship. On this same platform is where we educate ourselves. So Mazi, you've said so many things, and there is something I want to ask. With all that you have said, with the question that I asked you and with what that you've said, now, before I say this, ndị be anyị si that na agwawa ntị ga-anụ egbu isi ya na ntị esoro. So what I want to ask is, we have done all we can. We've talked, we have preached, and we have exposed all our problem to the public. Now it seems those that call themselves our leaders, those that call themselves those that call themselves they are governors, which nobody, I don't think they are not governors. So in what way are we to appeal to their conscience? Even though the one that you just mentioned his name, that money has changed hand in his front so many times. What are we to do to them to realize themselves and come back to their own people?
They will not realize anything. I want to tell us something, my brother. They will not realize. They have gotten to the point of reprobacy. They have come to the point of reprobacy. In the book of, I think, Romans chapter 1 verse 28, they said, the word of God says, since they did not like to retain God in their mind, God gave them in their heart. God gave them over to reprobate mind, to do those things that are not convenient. Do you know, a lot of people doesn't even know that there is a level you will cross. God will hand the person over to reprobacy, and the person will be making everything he will do is wrong. Decision wrong. Application of information wrong. Doing things wrong. You ask yourself, what is going on? It is because the person did not want to retain God in his knowledge. God now gave him over to reprobacy. Reprobacy is to do those things that are not convenient. Anything that God hates, that's what they will do. So these men you are looking at, they are once, let me say this, when when someone get to a state of reprobacy, the next thing that will follow that person is death. I will give you scripture reference or references. The state of Saul, who was the first king of Israel, he got to a point of reprobacy, and God could not communicate with him anymore. As a result, he went to inquire from a medium what he, even with himself, with his mouth, God told him that time to ban them. From this medium you get the media. The medium spread false information, just like the media is spreading false information in America and around the world. Even Nigerian television, Arise television, they are spreading false information on what people would like to hear, not the truth. So what did God do? God eventually killed Saul. Saul died. I have to give you another. This is Old Testament. New Testament. Judas Iscariot, who was the treasurer within when Yeshua was alive in his earthly ministry. Judas was his name. Judas was carrying the treasury bag. So every now and then, Judas will go and steal money and cover it up. So there was a particular one that time. Cyprus was the America of that time. That is where Cyprus happens to be a holiday area where people gather. Cyprus, Greece, that is Athens. That is where they gather. Even Turkey, Asia Minor, that's their name. So they were buying properties there. So this man decided to go, and Judas felt he was intoxicated with this thing. He had to buy this property. He has to, just like Nigerians are buying properties in Dubai. It didn't start today. So because of that property and that 3,000, that £1.10, he sold Jesus. That is three pounds. He sold Jesus. That was a very big, heavy duty money that time. I believe Judas must have met Abasha in hell. And now they discussed, and Judas said what landed him here was just £1.10. Abacha would have slapped him, said, my friend, you didn't know what you were doing. You didn't see good. Are you saying it's £3.10, £1.10, that brought you here? He said, yes. He said, well, my own is billions. And I didn't finish it. So this reprobacy, Judas would have repented. He didn't want to. Even he aided them, saying, I know this man that even if you catch him, he will disappear. There was a time they wanted to push him from the brow of a hill. He went into the crowd and marched with the crowd, and they couldn't locate him anymore. He left. That time he collected the money too. It wasn't his first attempt. This one I suspect was his third attempt. So, but he never knew he was fulfilling scripture. God will use evil people to do his judgment. God is mysterious. Even look at AI. When they went to AI, Jericho. The AI, yes, they first went and they didn't listen to God. They got slaughtered. They ran back. They cried to God. God said, okay, now I get you. You know what? Go again, but let other people be at the back. Just lay siege over them. When they come on you, begin to run. You see, you use your first mistake to kill them for the second time. You see how God can use your mistake to give you victory. So he said, when they start coming, run. And then every city will come out and they will be pursuing you. Everybody in the city will come. Those that lay siege at the back, go and occupy the city, set the place on fire, and now begin to pursue those ones that were pursuing you. That's exactly what they did, and they killed the people of AI, and they took over that territory. You see, so God will always use your mistake. God is always a winner. Head or tail is a winner. So these people you see today, they will never, the only thing that will settle them is death. Let me tell us this. These people will never repent. Don't get yourself mixed up. They will never repent. The only thing that will settle these monsters in Nigeria is death. All the politicians, even from the southeast, even from the southwest, even from the north, Middle Belt, all these people that soiled their hands in the blood of the innocent, what will settle the matter is that they will be eliminated. Jerry Rawlings did it, and he never lived to see what is going to happen in the two.
Mazi, thank you very much. This is what I am expecting to hear, because asikwanao agwanti ntigano eburishi. Thank you very much for wrapping it with the scripture there. It is so true that it doesn't matter what they do, go up, come down, go side, left, right, back and front, that thing that Chukwukikabiyama has ordained must surely take place. Mazi, thank you very much for this day, for what you've done. And one of our comrades sent me a message. He said to me that you are on fire. Please, I want you to please give us your closing remark as I open up the line for Biafrans to come in. Thank you very much. Please go ahead.
My closing remark is, once again, if you're just joining us or you didn't participate, get the clip from our page. You will listen to what we just discussed today. I want to remind us again, Mazi Ekuruke, my angelic brother, if you are around the corner or somebody that knows you should notify you to call Radio Biafra to know if you are still there. Asina, why Jebaya da ada uborisa on the uborisa ọdarada ọgụ ihe o buru ọnụ nwaanyị na-aga ahịa ọ na-anata ahịa daada ugboro isii ọ daadị nke izizi ọtụtụrụ kpacha isi ọya ha gị ọnụ o megide eruo nke isii ọya ha gị ọnụ nke isazi ọgụ ihe o buru ọnụ ka ọ mara na ozugbo anyị na-aga ije anyị amazie ndị so anyị na ndị agbagburu n'ụzọ. So Maazị Ekuruke na ndị ya, ọ bụrụ n'ịnọ niile ege ihe anyị na-ekwu, ọ bụrụ na ihe na-eme nwoke ọdachi nwoke laka ihe isi ike ọso ọ na-anapụrụ gị ikpe gị, chọọ onye ọzọ si n'aka onye ọzọ kpụrụ ka anyị mara na ịnọkwu ya. Ihe chọrọ ịgwa, what I want to say to Biafrans is this: our leader, anytime when he deems right to him, he will come on air. Do not panic. I hear a lot of people panicking. Gini na anụbeghị onye, we have had nothing. There is a saying we always say, no shaking. You guys, no shaking. Nigeria want to hear from him so they can build another world again and begin to manipulate words and change words. Ihe afụkwa ike m ọzọ, ọkwa ma riri m elu uko. Unu agaghị afụ m ọzọ. For you to see me again, unless I climb uko, you know what uko means.
Oh, yes.
That is where you can attempt, but not when I'm standing with you. Gaghị afụkwazi m ọzọ. So ọ matago ihe unu ma. So if he is coming, he will come at his own time, not under pressure. Nothing happened. So I hear people, let me hear from him. Mandela, when he was 27 years serving in Robben Island, he wasn't talking, no radio. But the people believe that the people outside were telling the captors that captured him and put him in jail, they were telling him, he should go to them and carrying it out, saying, if that man died in prison, we will level South Africa down. That is how men behaves. Ndị a na-agwa ihe abụ ndị ọcha, ọ bụghị ndị oji. Ndị a nwere sophisticated anything ị chọrọ, ammunition, mention it. But the people, ifuru, ordinary people, you saw them with stones. Go and check out Soweto riot. They were not having bazooka ammunition, bazooka pump action and the AK-47. No. They were just having stones. But they issued word to them saying, if that man die in prison, we will level South Africa down and we will watch South Africa flame. And when they started carrying this thing out, international communities began to tell them, let Mandela go. Free Mandela. We all heard the song. Everybody, everywhere, all over the world, they are saying free Mandela. And likewise, they will free Biafra.
Of course.
Likewise, Nigeria will free Oduduwa. Likewise, Nigeria will free Middle Belt. Likewise, Nigeria will free Southern Kaduna people. The people that are being killed on daily basis. Nigeria will free them. Nigeria will release their stronghold on them, or Nigeria will flame. Everything in Nigeria will crumble, it will flame. Yes. All these politicians will die. Yes. Mazi, I was on this note, I end my my contribution today, and we shall on from here.
Thank you very much, Mazi. Thank you very, very much. You have done well. May Chukwuki Kabiyama that lives in heaven, may he keep blessing you and imparting more knowledge on you so that you will come here next time and do more than you have done today. Thank you very much, and may Chukwuki Kabiyama bless you. All right, Biafran, that is our brother. He has done justice to this program this morning. He has done justice to this program this morning, and I will go for a short break, and as soon as I come back, I will open up our line for you to come in and contribute whatever you wish to contribute to this show this morning. Stay with me as I go for a short break, and I will be back before you know it. Please don't go away.
It's really easy. Get yourself tested.
In geography, is it right to go for freedom after due process, after due services of the world constitution says? I'm crying to the whole world. Shall we die before the rescue? Shall we die before you fall? Shall we die before you I'm singing my reggae, this reggae to the Ipob. Ipob human rights activists, where are you? Rascal! I'm singing my reggae, this reggae to the world. You and Biafra, these people make you happy. Tell me the difference between fact and truth, truth and reality. Biafra is a truth, Biafra is a fact, Biafra is reality. Some say if I sing this song they will tell me, I say no way for them. Do not tell the Rasta who is saying the fact. If you tell the Rasta you are telling the truth. Some say if you sing this song they will chase you. Do not chase the Rasta who is saying the truth. If you chase the Rasta you are chasing the truth. Never arise a Rasta who is crying for freedom. Shall we die before you come to our rescue? Shall we die before you come to our rescue? I'm asking the world. They are killing my people, the innocent souls. Oh my God, oh my God. Politicians in this country, their salaries are excessive. Not even good to mention with mouth. In the Babylon.
So this morning, calling as soon as you call, I will bring you to Biafran. But before I start taking call, I want to give out our number once again. I want to give out our numbers, and I and I will spell it out. Our direct line is plus 972-533-990-485. That is our direct line, and we are also on WhatsApp. You can get hold of us on WhatsApp. It is plus 972-54301-9647. You can also get hold of us on WhatsApp, and we are also on Skype. It is our Skype ID is Biafra Rising Radio Biafra. Our lines are officially open, Biafrans. As soon as you call, I will bring you to Biafrans. As soon as you call, I will bring you to Biafrans. Alright, let me see who is on the line. Caller on the line, can you hear me? Caller on the line, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can hear you, Mazio below.
Good morning to you.
I hope I'm coming out clear.
Yes, you're coming out clear. Please go ahead, please.
Yes, good evening. My name is Ezekwem Uchechi. I'm calling from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Mazio, thank you very much for the work you are doing for Biafrans, and a very good topic you tweeted this evening here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. My special thanks go to Rabbi Charles. Honestly speaking, Rabbi Charles, Biafrans don't know what God gave us in this man, Rabbi Charles, our leaders, all the principal orders. Rabbi Charles, I thank you very much. Every day you are coming on air in almost all platforms to educate us, to tell us some of the things we needed to know. Rabbi Charles, honestly speaking, God is using you. You are on fire this morning. You are on fire. I'm saluting from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Honestly speaking, a lot of things are going on in Biafra land, especially what happened in Obibo, which Wike is denying that he is not even aware, he don't have right to kill or have the power to invite the army to come and shoot Biafrans. But when Wike forgot the videos he made previously during after the answers, immediately after the answers, how we commanded them, he had prescribed IPOP in water. We don't know that everything, only all their utterances, we are holding them, and that's what we are going to use to judge them. Now, also notice that international community are coming after them. We can just stop Nigerian Bar Association to come and
All right. I don't know what the problem is. Are you still on the line?
Why is Wike afraid? Yeah, I'm watching it. I'm here.
Please.
Why is Wike afraid? Why is he stopping the Nigerian Bar Association to come and investigate the massacre he committed in Obibo? But what is very, very interesting right now, the whole world are seeing, and what they are going to use to judge Wike is anti-Semitism. Because Wike cannot go scot-free for what he have committed. Wike burning a synagogue. What is Wike portraying? And you are entitled to worship, and you are entitled to worship to any religion you believe. But today, Wike will remember what he have done in Biafra land, in Obibo. The generation of this time, if our forefather, if my father can fight a civil war, and he told me a lot of things that happened during the Civil War, and today his own son is also trying to continue to where he stopped. The generation of my late father is not going to be my own generation right now, because we are going to hold them accountable, and all the atrocities they committed, they must answer for it. The Biafrans are keeping note of all the whole things they are doing. Man, I know I'm taking most of the time. Just a little light on what Rabbi Charles narrated. When I came to this land, Malaysia, I discovered that it was Obasanjo in 1976 to 1970, during the military rule of Obasanjo. He was the one that gave this nation palm, ordinary palm, But look at now, if you see how developed this country, even though the world have not seen them as a third world country, but how things are going on in the area where I'm residing, will marvel you. They use the resources they got from Biafra land, because that farm this country is using to bolster their economy come from Biafra land, not the whole of Nigeria. It is in Biafra land that have palm. I could remember early 80, early 90. How we can use palm to make a living, how we can use palm to do a lot of things. But look at it today, that if I want to ship ordinary oil I will eat, I will spend a lot of money to buy ordinary oil, groundnut oil from here. I will spend a lot of money. But these are the things we have. They came in our land and collected it and went back and now developed their country. So a lot of things are going on. But at the same time, the generation of Biafra right now, we are going to retrace all those their mistakes, and at the appropriate time we are coming. And thus this NSAS, the second wave of NSAS, will shock everybody. It will shock everybody, because we are not going to relent this time around. Rabbi Charles have made it clear, it is do me I do you, no going back. Anyhow they watch it, we are ready for it. Because if we keep on keeping calm and thinking that these people will amend, they will change from all the atrocities, it's not going to happen. And also, I encourage all Biafran, just like our Rabbi Charles narrated, our leader is fine, nothing happened to him. If you are an active member of the follower of Mazen Namdekano, you go to his page, he always tweets every day, he always write on Facebook message. So nothing happened to him. He's good and fine. And all the whole comrade continue doing the good work, and continue to deal with all of you. Thank you, Mazen, and God bless you this morning for the work you are doing for Biafra. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. All right, caller on the other line. Can you hear me? Caller on the other line. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Good morning, Mazi. Yeah. Good morning, Mazi.
Good morning to you.
God bless you.
And bless you too.
Yeah, bless the whole lot. Bless all officers who are working seriously to restore the kingdom of God on earth. My name is Mazi Chinemerem Oduku. Mazi, I thank Chukwu Kadama on behalf of our leader, Mazi Nandekalo, and Rabbi Charles, what he said this morning. You are in spirit. You know, the scriptures say, Kanama cannot understand the things of spirit. That is the spirit.
Oh, yes.
That the person knows that most of us that call them Biafra, that and some people are not in spirit. Many people want to director to come and speak. Our director will not come. Man, I think they say, after Jesus, they are the other. After God came, then the money they change the other. Our director is coming. And let me say, if my father can fight with a shame in 1950, what of me? We have phones. I just told them, both international community is not a threat. It's not a threat. Even the white people that manufacture phone is not a threat. It can manufacture phone, but God can give another people brain to discover what you use and phone to do, not only call. International community, everybody, any country has phone in their country, in their family. When did you try come? You people will know that this phone that you people manufacture, that people that God give wisdom to turn the phone to a phone in the houses, only phone. That what will stop it is let Biafra to go. If not that, I think they are for China are working another part of the Wuhan. They are crying, running head. They will see the world that water down to China. Nobody.
Thank you very much.
Let the governors, let the kill as much as they like to kill. When the day time come, all their son, their families, they will know what they do themselves to themselves. God bless.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. All right, caller on the WhatsApp line. Can you hear me? Good morning and welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Mazi. The location will be calling you from Morocco.
You're welcome.
You see, I thank you, Rabbi. No matter he's married, he's living with the family. He's a soldier. Honestly speaking. Yeah. You know why I say this, my brother? I don't want to talk a long time. You see what is going on there. People are shouting. We can try to investigate
the killing in Nairobi. We can say that he's going to deal with IPOB. So people that are talking of is going to investigate, that is a medicine after death. They will never bring those people back alive again. So normal thing there now is what? Follow these governors, no matter what you take. That is the problem. The politician in our eastern region. If you add way is the only way. If you will not deal with these people, never. And you don't expect they will go and represent you. They are minority leaders. They can never talk anything that is going to achieve. They will not bring Jack back home. Never. I will always tell Americans about Donald Trump and Joe Biden, my brother. Sorry to go there. I don't want what happened to Nigeria to happen to United States. If Trump knows that mistake Zublo could do, if he did it again in America, that is bye-bye for them.
Can I interrupt you a little bit? Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
You said you don't want what happened to Nigeria to happen to you, United States. Are they not human beings like we are? If the people of United States allow what is coming to them to happen to them, so then I say, so be it. After all, we have been going through this for all our lives up until now. So if it happens to them, so be it. Please go ahead.
My brother, never go fast. Our own, when we tell our people they don't hear, they want to listen to upper hand. But when we tell all these American people, they listen to us. And that is what I'm telling you. They abide and they will stand for them. See, this is what is going on. A person, a one papa will come out and bring his own lady there. They say, no, it's not from world. It's not from that family. So therefore, his word is like that is what is killing us. Even though all those big names there, I hear what IRM do my talk. What they call it, it's a doper. I need to really face to face. He talk with the double tongue. So we don't need to even care for these people. I never expected this Obama and these people bring Muhammad Buhari to power. Muhammad Buhari died. They bring an equal set to us. Joe Biden is 77 years old. 4 years, he will make 81. He will die. They will bring another. They will understand what is going on.
Thank you
very
much.
My brothers.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. God bless you.
And you too. Thank you very much. All right, let me go to the caller on the WhatsApp. Can you hear me, caller on the WhatsApp?
Yes, Mazi Uchenno, good morning from there.
Mazi, good morning to you. How are you doing today?
I'm getting better. God is in charge.
Welcome to the program. Please go ahead.
Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom all around the world. Wherever you are listening from. My name is Pastor Jack. I'm calling from Lagos as usual. I just want to bear in my mind this morning with my little contribution. First of all, I think a lot of people in Biafran land has given themselves as scavengers or slave or puppet to the caliphate. That is the reason why you are seeing the whole lot of things that are happening in our land. That is why you see the idiot, the small Hitler in Igbo child that say he's not an Igbo. That even though you try to convince him to be an Igbo, that constitutionally is not an Igbo. Is there anywhere the constitution say that Ipob man is a Nigerian, not an Igbo? You see, the problem with these people is when you see people sometimes in their lower state, as when you see them when they are poor, when they cannot be able to control their lifestyle, or when you don't see them in their lowest situation, you feel that these ones might be really become good ones when they have the opportunity. That is a kind of Adeji Obiam Amezibo Mado. Allow them to taste power, or let money come closer to them, or woman, you see them mess up because they are people of no integrity. How can somebody from Ikwere
arranged with the Fulani to kill our people in Obibo, more than 2,000. At the same time, he's telling you he's not an Igbo, that even though he convinced him that constitutionally he's not an Igbo. But we are coming, the time is coming. The law of retributive justice. Whatsoever thing you sow, you are going to reap. That is just certain.
Of course.
Now, I want to say one thing. Buba Galadima, one of those who have been speaking from the both sides, you wonder why each time he talk against the caliphate, they do not arrest him. Because why? They projected him to be on the other part of on the other side of the caliphate to be doing that work to deceive other people. He said, we will support Southeast presidency, but not somebody from Igbo. I take it again. We will support, not that is the North will support somebody from the Southeast to be president, but not from Igbo. Now the question is, who is Igbo and who is Southeast? They have come again with another type of divide and rule. That is exactly the kind of divide and rule that they use on idiots like Yesowike and all that. Everybody, that is, let me explain. First of all, they have acknowledged by that time they use Southeast. They need both the South, the so-called South, and the so-called Southeast. They have acknowledged that fact that none of them are Southeast. Because of course, they are the old Eastern region. But they are not saying that if any person coming to fight for the presidency should not come from the Igbo extraction. But maybe it might be somebody who is not an Igbo speaking. You see how they are just gallivanting, trying to deceive the gullible and at the same time deceive themselves. But you know one thing, the most important thing is that nobody is going to contest. We are not going to allow any idiot to contest for stupid presidency in our land. We will chase that person out of our land. He will go and do his campaign in Daura. And if he succeed, fine. But I got to know who to do in Biafra land. Let that person come out and do campaign. You think we are joking? We told you that this 2020, let's say you say you are doing, you say you are Haneso, you say you are Omahi, you are doing presidency. We are ready this year. Either we die or you listen. One thing is sure. The people in United Kingdom today, the Scottish, they are still calling for referendum. And they granted the referendum. They have their own parliament. They have their currency. Yet they are still in United Kingdom. They are not killing them. But constitutionally, we will call for referendum for Biafra to exercise their own legitimate rights. And they are killing us rubbish. You thank God terrorists. Now you go and forgive terrorists that have killed thousands of people. You integrate them into the military. You give them gun and you pay them 150,000. Then your stupid soldier that is on the road is being paid 38 to 40,000. You use them to kill Eki people. You use them to kill people in Biafra land. You use them to go to Obibo to massacre. And the most annoying thing is these people they are using never sat down to think about their life. Think that people are using them. They continue to mesmerize. They continue to allow these gullible scavengers to use their life. And finally, the administrator in Imo State, after dealing with him, he will understand. I'm using this medium to call on all the sons and the daughters of Ohaji Ebaba people that as Onimba arrested our brother, a member of our House of Assembly, for fighting with another honorable who slapped him inside their chamber, and that our brother retaliated and give him the same slap back. And the House of Assembly, just because the other person is working with Osodimba, and Osodimba is working with the former speaker that jumped after they removed he jumped and supported and joined Osodimba. And this my brother and the other people that know the onion remove this present speaker, and Osodimba is not happy because this is not his anointed candidate. Well, how do people are telling you that after dealing with you, he gets Imo State government house also. Of course, you know what you are made of. We don't need to come and tell you. Go and ask Okola Hausa, he will tell you. Mazi, that is just my contribution this morning. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very, very much. All right. You can hear Biafra speak when they speak, you will know exactly who they are. Alright, Biafrans, I am coming to the end of today's program. And I want to thank Chukwu Kikabiama that today has been successful. But before I go any further, I want to go for a short break. I will come back shortly. Please stay with me.
God says no one they are pushing us to the wall. When the Babylonians were messing up, Sabina, you say you know one day. Fire tears them upon them. Don't kill the Rasta man. Don't kill the truth. They say research on Nigeria. They say no way. When they say research on Nigeria, some say no walk. They say research on Nigeria, some say no way. No way, no way. Why suffering the people? So we die before you come. I'm asking the Lord. So we die before you come. So we die before you come. Give up, give up, give up. We die before you Israelites, we call you. Come and make freedom. From where are you? Come and free the people of God. Biafra is reality.
Can you hear me for the last time? No. Alright. He cannot hear me. And Biafrans, this is how I will be drawing a curtain to this show this morning. I want to say a very big thank you to each and every one of us once again. Biafrans all over the world, friends of Biafrans, lovers of freedom, wherever you may be, I want to say again and again a very big thank you to each and every one of us. You guys made this program what it is this morning, and I want to say once again a very big thank you from me to each and every one of us for making this show what it is. Like our leader will say, to those of us that love truth, I want to say, may the truth that you know and love, may that truth guide and protect you. May the truth that you know protect your family. May the truth that you know make a way for you where there is no way. And in all that you do this week, may Chukwu Kikabiamana lives in heaven and creates heaven and earth. May he alone guide us all, protect us, preserve us from our enemies.